Hey guys, welcome to Digital Nomad. Chris here. Last video was a little bit depressing, so I thought I would give you guys a quick update on the situation in case you're wondering what's been going on. So if you didn't see the last video, have a click here, maybe I'll put it. But basically I was explaining how I had a bad snowboarding accident and I blew out my ACL tendon in my left knee, and how I was super depressed about it and yeah, not feeling great. So the situation hasn't changed at all, really, but my mood has improved quite a lot. So kind of like just kind of like accepting it and moving on. So I've had lots of physiotherapy. I've had an MRI scan. So the MRI scan, by the way, confirmed the initial diagnosis. So yep, I blew my ACL. I somehow escaped most other damage that would be associated with a blown ACL. So I didn't damage my meniscuses in my knee joint. I didn't damage any of the other kind of main knee tendons. I had some what they call corner injuries, which is where you get in the back of your knee where the tendons are, and on both corners behind the knee, because the knee went backwards, which was what blew the ACL. There was also some kind of tearing injuries in those corners, but those have pretty much healed now. So what have I been doing since the last video? I've been doing a hell of a lot of physiotherapy. I've got a huge long list of exercises. I've been in the gym pretty much every day. It is super tiring, super hard work, but I've kind of got to the point now where my full range of motion is back and I can walk just kind of with a slight limp and without needing the knee brace, just for walking around, which is good. So I've just been to the physio today, and she said my kind of initial recovery has been super fast, apparently. And I guess I've been working really hard at the physio. I'm kind of I'm the sort of person where I need a target. I need like a goal to aim for. So, when the physio gave me a training program, I said, great, something I can do. I can do this, and I know when I do this, I'm making things better and I'm working towards a goal. So, and it's something that I can incrementally improve on as well. So I've been tracking all of my physiotherapy exercises. Every time I do something, I put it down in a spreadsheet, which I'll show you guys in the video. And I've also been kind of just tracking the improvement in my ability in those exercises, so kind of tracking how the weight I've been pushing has gone up and things like that. So it's been quite a quick rise, but I think now I'm kind of starting to plateau, because I've got maybe most of my pre-injury strength back, and now it's just about really focusing on improving the strength of the joint. So what's the reason for that? The reason for that is that I'm probably going to need ACL reconstruction surgery. So there's two reasons that you want to strengthen the joint for pre-surgery, and the first reason is that you need to make sure that the joint is and the leg is as strong as possible, because when you have the surgery you won't be able to move it for quite a long time, or move it properly for at least a few weeks. So your muscles are really going to kind of atrophy. So the bigger and the stronger that they are before the surgery, the more of them will be left after it's atrophied, and when you kind of get back to doing activity, and you'll recover quicker. And the second reason is that for the ACL reconstruction surgery, So what they do is they find a point on your leg, and it's normally the hamstring or the patella, the kneecap tendon. They'll take a tendon from your hamstring or a tendon from your kneecap, or possibly a tendon from a dead guy, who will donate one to you, but that's more rare. And they'll take that tendon, then they'll drill in the bone at the top of the knee, they'll drill in the bones at the bottom of the knee, they'll thread the new tendon through in the right position, they'll bolt it on both ends, and then they'll sew you up, and then that's what you've got to strengthen up. So you want the place that they take the tendon from to be as strong as possible, so the tendon that they use is as strong as possible, and you want the place where they take it from also to repair as quickly as possible. So that's the reason I'm doing all this physiotherapy, is to prepare for the surgery. And then after the surgery, it's a whole new bunch of fun physiotherapy to recover. So that's the situation with my injury. I have somewhat foolishly maybe been out snowboarding a couple of times. It's been quite mentally tough to do that, to kind of see how much my ability and confidence is like massively reduced, because basically any random movement, any kind of unexpected movement to the knee kind of freaks me out, because obviously unexpected movement could result in the hyperextension, which is what the ACL would prevent, but since it's not there, my knee can just go backwards, so I have to be careful. But I've got a super expensive leg brace, and I'm just going to kind of try and get as much out of it as I can before I go into the surgery, kind of playing it safe as I can, and trying to make smart decisions. Probably the smartest decision would not to do any snowboarding at all, but I'm not that smart. So yeah, final thing I wanted to add is for the next couple of weeks, me and Mars are going away on a big trip. This was going to be a big snowboarding trip, so it will be a big snowboarding trip for Mars. Maybe not such a massive snowboarding trip for me, but what I can do, I will do. I'm going to take you guys along, so I'll be doing a lot of filming. Yeah, so after that trip, which is through the Canadian Rockies, so should be some really good stuff to watch for coming up. After that trip, I'm going to know more about when the date of the surgery is and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So sorry stuff hasn't been so interesting on the channel recently, but obviously it's been difficult for obvious reasons. So yeah, thanks for kind of keeping up with the channel, and keeping up with how we're doing, and thank you so much to everyone who put some really nice and really kind comments on my previous video. I really appreciate all of your kind words and support. Sorry I haven't been very engaging, but you know, I've kind of been dealing with other stuff, but I do really appreciate it. And yeah, so onwards and upwards, and I'll keep you guys in the loop, and more adventures to come, hopefully interesting stuff to film. So great, thanks for watching, and catch you guys in a couple of weeks, hopefully with some really interesting stuff. Cheers, bye.